If you make someone your only one, be sure you're their only one. More often than not, people verbalize love. They say, love you, I care about you, etc. My aunt says, love is an action word. If you're being told I love you or I care about you, that makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside. If there's no action behind the words, 9 times out of 10, you are not their number one. Don't confuse the action of money spent on you or spending money on someone as love. Gifts are nice, but what I mean by action is they actively show you that they love you by the way they treat you, the way they look at you, by the words they speak to you, and it's not always about sex. The way they touch you, by the way they kiss you, these actions count. Conversely, if they cheat on you, abuse you mentally or physically, disregard your feelings, disregard your opinions, take from you all year long and only give back February 14th or at Christmas. If you find yourself texting someone or calling someone and days go by before they respond, you're not the one. If you find yourself always paying for the meal, if you find yourself begging for a person's time, they're always busy, you're not the one. Do yourself a favor. Refer back to the rule. Whatever stresses you out, get rid of. There is someone or something that will make you number one and treat you as such, be it at your job or from another person. Don't wake up every day or go to bed every night feeling less than because of others. Make yourself your number one. Love that person. If it's sex that you want, play hard, player. Play on. But be smart and be safe. There are diseases that can and will kill you. When it comes to love, the emotional aspects, I must admit I struggle with that. Many times when we are searching for companionship from others and focus on making them happy, we lose ourselves. The old saying, it's better to give than receive, can be a one-sided statement if you're giving to the wrong person. I know it's biblical, but more often than not, the congregation gives and the pastor receives. I'll leave that alone for now. As far as relationships, all that giving and providing does is make the giver happy to see the receiver happy. However, if there is no reciprocity, eventually it will take its toll on the giver and they will feel used. This can leave the door open for someone else to come in and fill that void. The 80-20 rule is battle-tested and true. It only takes 20% to lose someone to someone else. 50-50 won't cut it. You have to strive for 200%, 100-100. A personal example. There was once a girl that, how do I say this, I wasn't really into her as much as she was into me. She would call, I would answer, but I really didn't want to talk to her. Little things that she did irritated me. Overall, I didn't want to be around her, but she was a nice person, and there was really no reason for me not to like the girl. I just didn't care for her, so I found myself being a user. If she said, hey, I would like to go see this movie, I would say, no, I don't want to see that. Let's go see this. If she said, I feel like some Italian food, I'd say Chinese, things like that. I was always being difficult. She wanted me to come with her somewhere, and I would be busy. I did have sex with her, and that was okay, but as soon as it was over, I was out the bed in the shower. No cuddling, no talking. Talk to you later, see you, bye. I mean, this girl would probably let me do anything and get away with it because she liked me that much. Here's the thing about someone liking you. If you don't like them, it really bothers you that they like you. That's crazy, but actually true. So eventually what happened was I just told her I didn't want to see her anymore. I was finally honest with her, and she said, what did I do? I don't understand. In her mind, she was in a real relationship that was functioning. She was the giver, and I was the receiver. She was okay with that, but that's not balanced. That's not healthy for me, and that's not healthy for her. I bowed out gracefully. I just couldn't continue, and that was it. I do believe in what goes around comes around, and I really wouldn't want to be on the other end of that when it comes around. I think that there is more than one love for you. More often than not, it's the love that's best for you at the time. Consider yourself lucky if you can find someone in a time that loves you at the same time that you love them. I probably have more love to give than I let on, and it's more out of self-preservation and fear of being hurt again. Then again, isn't that part of life that makes life worth living? When you wake up in the morning and you turn over and you see that person and they're sleeping or awake, but you're happy that person is there with you. I mean, that's the best when you're riding down the street and that person is riding with you and having a conversation and you're in that moment together. Yeah, that's worth it. When you get something to eat and you have a conversation over dinner, that's worth it. When you share things in common and enjoy doing those things with each other, that's worth it. Maybe that's enough, but definitely make sure that if you make someone your only one, be sure you're their only one.